Protect your home from home. Simple Caravan Insurance, sponsors of the Caravan Channel.
Swift Conqueror, look at that. That's not white, that's grey. What? Oh, sorry, yes, that was Mrs. Swift. She tells me it's not grey, it's silver. Well, call it grey, call it silver, call it whatever you want. I reckon it's decorative, it's distinctive, and it does a good job. But unless you go to one of the smaller boutique manufacturers of caravans, who'll paint your new leisure vehicle any colour you want, this Swift grey or silver is probably about as exotic as it's going to get. Well, it's the same with bathroom suites, isn't it? Have you tried buying one of those that isn't white? But just a few decades ago, in the 1970s, avocado was all the fashion. Can't see that coming back somehow. It's the same in the world of caravans. Things do change, but slowly sometimes. These days, though, changes are happening much more quickly. I thought we'd take a look at two Swift Conqueror 480s, one used from 2010 and one brand new from 2012, just to see how things have changed. Can you spot the difference yet? Yes, I thought so. While the used Swift still looks fresh in its silver-sided suit, the new one looks particularly dramatic and impressive with what's become Swift's design signature piece, this panoramic high-level skyline window. And from the outside, it certainly does look very different. There are rather more subtle differences too. Take the A-frame, for instance. It sports the latest in Alco stabilisers. This handbrake is easier to pull on, and there's a couple of steps either side of it. What are those for? Well, you stand on there so you can scrape all the bugs that you've collected on your skyline window. Inside, the layout hasn't changed. The 480 is a two-berth caravan with a proper kitchen and a big end washroom. That's a perennially popular design, but Swift has made lots of little changes, lots of little improvements in the 2 years that separate the two vans rolling off that assembly line in Cottingham in Yorkshire. The way the van is built, the materials used, and the kind of performance and longevity of them has been widely improved so that the warranty is now as long as 10 years. It's not that long ago that 3 years was all you got, if you were lucky. There have been all kinds of improvements and developments, from the way that the bed slats work to the use of these LED downlighters over the kitchen lockers. It's safer too, from the electronic trailer control system that helps stop the van snaking when you're towing, to the provision of a carbon monoxide alarm. All these things are becoming standard right across the industry. But perhaps the biggest change inside the van is one that's harder to see. Out goes the old heating system, which blew hot air around the van, and in comes a new wet system that pumps hot water through radiators hidden behind the furniture. The advantage of that is that you win back a big lump of space where the heater used to be. It's quieter, and you get a towel warmer too. Warm towels. So there you have it, two vans made 2 years apart. And in that time, lots of innovation, evolution, even the odd revolution into the bargain. It just goes to show that these days caravan designers cannot afford to just sit back and relax. And that's ironic, because when I get in one of their caravans, that's all I want to do. Sit back and relax.